on Robert Mueller for 5 to 6 hours.
You know, Brian, there are no surprises for me. I think the American people need to understand something here. This is the greatest political scandal in American history, and it's still going on. And it was led by Obama, and it was led by Hillary Clinton. I want you to think about this. The FBI placed spies in the Trump campaign. They used a former British spy to conduct opposition research who was funded by money laundered through a law firm through the Hillary campaign and the DNC. What did he do? He went to Russians to get disinformation to put together opposition research. Then he lobbied the FBI, along with certain senators, to open a FISA application to get a warrant against the Trump campaign. In other words, they were trying to kill off the Trump campaign. They failed to kill off the Trump campaign. This is Obama, Hillary, and their surrogates in law enforcement and in the intelligence agencies. This is very, very serious. This is exactly why the nest of left-wing Democrat donors who were controlling the so-called Mueller investigation didn't look at any of it because they didn't want to. Yes?
Mueller could have used you sitting next to him.
What's your question?
Mr. Mueller could have used you yesterday sitting next to him instead of his former chief of staff because you've got the answers. Wasn't it frustrating to you when you were watching that the Congress people would ask seemingly reasonable questions and he'd go, you know what, read the report. Or, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that.
Can you repeat the question?
Well, the reason, look, I've seen people with onset dementia. I'm not going to mock this man. He's obviously shouldn't have been there. He should never have headed this investigation. I'm not making any allegations. I'm not trying to be provocative. But the idea that Rod Rosenstein appointed this man to head this office is an outrage, and he's the one who ought to be questioned about that. That's number one. Number two, everybody around Mueller knew he was incapable of doing what he did. I've always said it was his number two hatchet man, Weissman. Weissman brings in a nest of leftists to investigate the President of the United States. That's why this long list, I won't bother you with it, of areas that should have been investigated by any prosecutor who's not Helen Keller, would have seen this stuff, heard this stuff, done something about this. He did nothing. Now we have an attorney general who's a stand-up guy who's going to look into it. There's a bigger issue here that I want the American people to understand. There was an effort by the Obama administration and the Clinton campaign and continuing with the Democrat Party to destroy your electoral system. Nearly 63 million people voted for Donald Trump, despite what the FBI tried to do to him, despite what a British spy tried to do to him, despite what a FISA court tried to do to him, despite what Obama and Hillary and the DNC tried to do to him. He won. Now they're trying to take him out. They're still at it. So they move from the political and they move into the criminal. They failed again. Yesterday, they were further exposed. People are not seeing the big picture here. This is a scandal of monumental proportions. We can dig into every issue. Why wasn't this looked at? Why wasn't that looked at? Pull it all together. There are puzzle pieces here.
Mark, we haven't confirmed anything about his health. There hasn't been anything released about that.
I agree, but he made it quite obvious.
Well, he was not on his game yesterday, and everyone has said it was really sad to watch.